What is with all the Scooby-Doo jokes? Good morning and welcome to Grim Survival. Let me know you can see and hear my chair. Can you hear my chair? If you can't hear my chair, we're not doing something right. You know how much WD-40 I put on this thing? I've even tried grease. I've got duct tape on it. It's just not getting any better. I think the WD-40 is making it worse. Just throwing that out there. I think. So, can you see me and hear me? Why is my name on the screen? I mean, you know where you're at, right? You don't need that. Go away. I think you know where you're at. If you don't know where you're at, then well, you're having one of those mornings. I have coffee. It's Gremlin Coffee Day. Good morning, Heartland Survival. Graphite. What I really need is fire. I need to use fire. That would really fix the chair. That's just how that's going to work. Crazy Irish Prepper, good morning. Joe Morgan, I see you over there talking to me, 6. I seen that. The Frenchman, Cat Lady Prepper 23, meow. I just can't help but to say it. Grumpy Prepper in the house, good morning, Grumpy. For anybody who doesn't know, Grumpy Prepper was on the live stream last night. Had a really awesome chat with Grumpy. Go check out Grumpy Prepper if you haven't done so. Northern Girl Hobbies, how's it going? Go check out Northern Girl if you haven't done that as well. I like just throwing out channel. We could just do a whole stream of me just calling out channel names. I have a whole list on my other screen that I use when I'm moderating over at the Angry Prepper. I could sit here and read them all off, kind of like Angry Prepper does at the end of his live streams. Probably take me about, 5-10 minutes. Yeah. So, just an announcement. Monday, just look for another GNN special report on Monday morning. That's probably when the next one's coming up. It took quite a while to make that. I think the funniest thing about the video was the people who took it seriously. I thought that was the most hilarious thing personally. The people that don't understand sarcasm or didn't read the memes, they were just listening to it. That was hilarious. I mean, yeah, hilarious to me, at least. So how is everyone doing this morning? We the People prepping, good morning. Go check out We the People while you're at it. Hoot Owl, Uncle Hoot, how's it going? James the Southern Prepper. What's with the Scooby-Doo jokes? What's wrong with my Shaggy? Where's Prepper Nation out at? I got to defend my honor. Oh, wait. He's probably still asleep up on the mountain. Right? Coffee. Mojo, man, how's it going? You know, it's spelled Grim, right, Mojo, man? Right? You know that, right? I've seen you spell it correctly. John Wright, hello. Mrs. Prepping Plumber, how's it going? OFC Nation, good morning. Go check out OFC Nation, guys. OFC, I got your letter. Or a letter pertaining. Hutch Homestead, we finally found you. We were wondering where you were at last night. Oh, man, this chair. I'm just going to do this for the rest of the stream. Just going to rock. Just going to rock like I'm, sad over all the Scooby-Doo jokes. I need, a blanket to wrap around myself. Go cry in my pillow. This is what I'm doing for the rest of the stream. Just this. Folding my arms and just giving you dirty looks. Looking at you, John. Where are you, John? I got to defend my honor. Putting beard oil on. All right, for anybody who was just watching Prepper Nation, I'm going to call something out that John was showing, saying that he likes it and you should get one, and I'm going to tell you, you absolutely should not, and that is going to be a Paracord Belt. For anyone who carries a personal defense tool on their belt, a Paracord Belt is going to be a very bad idea for that. It has no support to it. It will fall, sink, drop. You don't want to do that. You want to know what a real man's belt looks like? I'm not taking my belt off. I have a Galco belt. Look up Galco belts. They're designed for people who carry personal defense tools on their belt. And shalom, buck fighting. I had to say that. I like that name. That's an awesome name. Yep, tactical belts work well. Galco is a very thick leather belt. I use that for, yeah, I've had it for many years actually. Sit on a pillow. Why? Am I too short? You just want my ears in the right spot? About right there. Somewhere, maybe this way. Yeah, there we go. These ears are still not attached to my head, just so you know. Gray Man prepping. Good morning, Gray Man. I think everybody already knows to go check out Gray Man, right? I don't got to say that. Vivian, you spelled it correctly. That is how you spell it. Yeah, Galco. They make holsters. They make belts. It's definitely a good belt. They're not cheap. I think I paid $60 for the belt, but I've had belts from Walmart before, and supposedly leather belts from Walmart, and I break them. Literally break them. Yeah, I got to call him out. Where is he? He's probably still sleeping. Long night on the mountain. I hear a crow. That's weird. Apparently spring is coming. I've been hearing birds chirping all morning, yet it's really cold outside. Coffee. All right, so I'm going to talk about something that ticked me off. It was yesterday. I seen it over on Angry Pepper's live stream. He was talking about it. I hadn't heard about it before then, and it ticked me off. For anybody who's been following the channel for a while, you may know that I like Star Wars. Not anymore. I do. I used to watch the show that we are going to refer to here in just a minute. And I got to tell you, I deleted all of it yesterday. And when I say I like it, I don't have like a bunch of Star Wars merch around the house. I have like one coffee cup. That's it. I'm not like a psycho or anything like that when it comes to following things. But let's see if I can get this up here. This person right here is one of the stars of the Mandalorian show. She is also an MMA fighter or former MMA fighter, if I'm not mistaken. And she posted what you're seeing here on the right side. I hope you can read it. I'm not reading it to you. They probably shut down. I'll read it to you anyway. It says, Jews were beaten in the streets by Nazis, by Nazi soldiers. Not by Nazi soldiers, but by their neighbors, even by children. And that's what you're seeing in the image down here. Those are children beating that woman. Because history is edited, most people today don't realize that to get to a point where Nazi soldiers could easily round up thousands of Jews, the government first made their own neighbors hate them simply for being Jews. How is that any different from hating someone for their political views? She got fired for posting that. Completely canceled from the show, where she was one of the stars of the show. One of the, interesting characters. I wouldn't say the best character, but interesting characters from the show. She was fired for posting that. That right there. Fired. Completely lost her job. So I encourage you, if you have a subscription to Disney anything, delete it. Because I did. It's gone. I will no longer support communist organizations that only push their views on people and completely just, they're evil corporations. I will not support them. Besides the fact that I can just go into Pirates Bay and download it anyway. But that's beside the point. Yes, cancel Disney Plus. I had Disney Plus through my phone service. I actually got a free Disney through the phone service, and I went in there and deleted it yesterday. It's gone. I don't even want it for free. Let's just put it that way. So, yeah, and I don't have TV service. I don't. I have a couple of those things. One thing I have been checking out lately is PureFlix. If anybody hasn't seen that, you may want to check it out. Just throwing that out there. I'm not going to give any kind of review or my thoughts on it because I've only recently been checking it out just to see if it has decent things for children and such, because I don't watch a lot of anything. I really don't. But yeah, Disney has always been known as an evil corporation for many, since, I don't know, Walt Disney himself. Let's just put that out there. Disney has treated people very badly over the years, to say the least. There's been rumors of them being involved in trafficking of children, There's been rumors of them doing all kinds of very bad things. So I encourage you, get rid of Disney. Ricky, yeah, it does have a lot of Christian programming, but not all of it is, from what I understand. But it is not like the crap you see on Netflix. And I deleted Netflix a long time ago when they put out that, whatever that show is, I don't remember the name of it, with all those kids doing all that disgusting crap that they were doing. I don't even remember the name. But yeah, I deleted Netflix that day. I've gotten rid of Disney. Let's see, what else do I have? I have one other thing. I don't even remember what it is. I don't. Oh, Hulu. I don't think I actually have a subscription, but I have Hulu because somebody in the household likes watching cooking shows, and they have that all over Hulu. So, yeah. Thank you, David Williams. That crap. Yeah, that exactly. Netflix is right up there with Disney. It needs to be deleted. So going into that just for a minute, being careful the things you're supporting. You have to be careful of what you support. You may not know it, but if you are watching it, you are supporting it. You're giving it ratings. Even if you're not paying for it, if you have TV service, cable TV, satellite TV, and you're watching a certain thing on there or a certain channel, that channel or that thing you're watching is getting money from your watching it, from your TV subscription. You have to be careful of what you are supporting. Yeah, I don't support that either, We the People. Not at all. Won't even click that link or mention that name on the channel, because that is just another evil corporation, in my opinion. To each his own, though. AT&T owns CNN. Yeah, and who owns AT&T and who owns everything? I mean, if you trace major corporations, if you go deep enough down that particular rabbit hole, you will see that there's about 5 to 10 families that own pretty much everything around the world. They own everything through other means, but if you go down the rabbit hole, you will find that, yeah, that's what we call the elites, or what they call themselves. They like to call themselves the elites. That's what they think they are. But yeah. Well, that's an interesting thing, Full of Hope. You have to pay a $300 TV license. What's a TV license? I've never heard of it. That's just, yeah, weird. And, you know, that goes into not just TV things that you're watching, but that also goes into other platforms, such as here on YouTube. Even if a channel is not monetized, if you are watching it, you are supporting what they are doing. And even if they are not monetized, somebody is making money from you watching it. It may not be the creator, but the platform itself. And if a channel, no matter what type of channel, whether it be prepping, whether it be just entertainment, if you're watching it, you are supporting it. You have to be careful of what you're supporting. You got to just be aware of what it is you're doing when you are just scrolling by and click a random video and, ooh, what's that piece of candy? Let's watch that. For anybody who doesn't know that reference, that's from Family Guy, James Woods. Look it up. It's funny. But yeah, I wouldn't support that show either. That's just another, bunch of BS owned by a bunch of people that you just don't want to be supporting these people. And it poisons your mind. I will just throw that out there. If you look at psychological aspect of watching certain things, even listening to the radio, listening to certain things, you could call it poison, but it's really a form of manipulation and, what's the word? Conditioning. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. It's a form of conditioning when you watch and listen to certain things. Just take the radio, for example. When you're listening to just mainstream radio, whatever radio station you choose, especially the most recent things, but this goes all the way back into the 60s and even probably before then. These stations design music. They don't write music. They design it. It's done for a purpose. You ever notice these hit songs that you don't like, but if you listen to it over and over again, suddenly you're singing along and you like it? It's the psychological aspect of the conditioning that they are doing by repeating it to you over and over and over again. You have to be careful of what you're supporting. Even on the radio, when you are listening to something, you are supporting that channel or that station by listening to it. Turn it off. I mean, there are so many ways to get music nowadays. You don't need a radio. Who listens to the radio anyway? What do you want? Traffic reports? I mean, you can look on your phone for traffic reports. You don't even have to use Google to do it. You can just type in traffic report for your state, and your state usually has a map up. My state has a map. Most states have it. And you can look at the interactive map for your state to see updated traffic reports. It'll even read you the digital signs if you're driving through a city that has the digital road signs that tell you an accident ahead or something like that. You can read those on these digital maps that the states put out. So it's through the state's DOT service. All you have to do is type it into whatever search engine you're using and you will find it. I don't recommend using Google. I use DuckDuckGo primarily for all of my searches. I also don't use Chrome that much. I do use it when I'm throwing links up on here, but for the most part, I don't use Chrome anymore. I use alternate browsers. And that goes along with Windows too. If you have enough computer knowledge and computer skill, you don't need Windows or whatever the operating system is on a Mac. You don't have to use that. Even if you own a Mac, you still don't have to use it. You can download third-party software that's not supporting these major corporations, and you can install that on your computer. When you have a program like Windows that controls everything on your computer, it's watching you, it's listening to you, it's a proven fact. Read the terms of service. This is not a conspiracy. This is actual fact. Read the terms of service. It's in there. It says we have the right to record, listen, and watch your cameras, your microphones. This includes your smartphone. This includes Apple, iOS, Android, any Android device, Samsung, obviously. Yeah. DuckDuckGo, Val. Yep, DuckDuckGo. Let's see if I can find the link and throw it up real quick for DuckDuckGo search. There we go. That was pretty easy. DuckDuckGo.com. I am posting it in the chat right now. That is the search engine that I use. It's similar to Google, but it doesn't censor things. So if you type something in there you probably don't want to see, you're probably going to see it. Let's just put it that way. It doesn't. Google is known and has outright admitted that they will exclude certain links that they don't support from their service. Full of hope, a VPN is a false sense of security. It is. It's the only thing it's really going to do is make your browser think you're in a different place than what you really are. So if you are, for instance, in America and you want to watch something that is blocked in the United States that comes out of the UK, for example, if you have a VPN, you can make it your computer and your browser software think that you are in the UK and then watch it. It's not, securing your computer or keeping anybody from tracking what you're doing at all. It's a false sense of security. The same thing as your antivirus software. Antivirus software is designed by the same people who design the viruses. These things are, Norton Antivirus itself has been proven to have entry points into your computer that they have passed to the government. They've basically given the government a backdoor key into your computer when you install something like Norton Antivirus on your computer. And that's not just Norton. There are a lot of them. So, full of hope, it's not going to help protect anything. Let's just put it that way. If you really want protection, there's a lot of intricate type of things you would have to do. Nothing on the internet is safe. Absolutely nothing. For crypto, the safest thing you can get is a hardware wallet. As Alaska Prepper has some information on that. Hardware wallets. And these are basically for your crypto. It's a flash drive or an SD card that you save things to. It's external from your computer. You unplug it when you're not using it. Put it in your pocket. It saves all of your crypto information. And yeah. So VPNs, don't recommend them. They're pointless. False sense of security. You're paying for a subscription to something you don't need. And if you are paying for a VPN, it's really a waste of money. You can download VPNs for free and use them. A LAN connection would be much safer, but a LAN connection doesn't connect you to the internet. A LAN connection is a local area network, which means within your household or within your neighborhood if it's big enough. But a LAN connection is not going to connect online. That is true. You do have to still plug in your hardware wallet to exchange it, but it doesn't have to be online or an app on your phone or something like that for the entire time that you have it. You can unplug that thing. If it's unplugged, it is also unaccessible from anyone. Now, there are some technologies, they say they can read certain cards and certain information from a distance, but they have to be pretty close to you, from what I understand, to use that technology. And you're not going to see your average everyday people like me having technology like that. That's going to be somebody that you're not going to hide from, even if you're trying. So I wouldn't really worry about that too much. Most people right now, the vast majority just, they don't use crypto. The only people that would be trying to take it are people that have some pretty high powered gear But the most secure way with your crypto is definitely a hardware wallet, just keeping it unplugged from your system until you're about to use it. Tor is a built-in VPN. You can download Tor. It usually has DuckDuckGo services. Tor also has access to the dark web. If you type certain things into Tor and go to certain sites, you're going to see things you don't want to see. And I'll just leave it right there. There are a lot of sites on the Tor browser or the dark web access through the Tor browser that will sell you things that aren't legal. And they do sell them with cryptocurrency, and they have been doing this for many years. So I can walk you through how to use a Tor browser. It's not for everyone. Foggy Mountain Man, thank you for the super chat. Television is a device that permits people who haven't anything to do watch people who can't do anything. That is a very good statement right there. Yeah, people who don't have anything to do watching people who can't do anything. That is a very good statement. I like that. Yeah, we the people, you could steal my IP. You go right ahead. My IP runs through a spoofing device, and my neighbors is what you're watching, just so you know. Yeah, that'd be my neighbor's IP there. I didn't like them anyway. So anytime I'm, like I said, Pirates Bay, anytime you're being a pirate, just make sure whoever's watching thinks it's the neighbors. And it's really easy if you live in a neighborhood to connect to somebody else's Wi-Fi. Even if it has a password, it's really easy to connect to somebody's Wi-Fi. Just most of these people don't even bother with passwords on their Wi-Fi. Most of them. You can just drive down a neighborhood with your cell phone and connect to people's Wi-Fi in their houses all day long. So if you really want to, hide, do it that way. If you're doing something you really shouldn't be doing online, do it that way. Just throwing that out there. What am I missing here? I know I'm missing something in the chats. I can't read them all. I try. Elusive prepper. Exactly. So I don't believe, I've been running this almost 30 minutes already. I don't believe anyone has a premiere coming up at 10. I don't believe so. I checked the few people who usually do, and I didn't see one. So I will just keep going here till about 10:30 my time, Eastern time, which is another half hour or so. And then I'm going to go cook some corned beef hash and some eggs because I haven't eaten yet today. And this is my first cup of coffee. Sean, I'm not sure. I haven't checked my emails today. Why is your wife emailing me, man? That doesn't sound good just to start with. I got jokes this morning. I do. Okay, so apparently I need to open some of the letters. I have a box of letters I haven't opened yet. I'm going to go open them. Somebody just told me I need to open one for a certain reason. If that was the email that she sent, no, I haven't opened it. I will go and I opened the most recent ones I got, but the ones I got a little while ago, I had just thrown them in a box because I hadn't gotten the what do you say? I haven't gotten the spreadsheets out yet to start adding the information to where I'm keeping track of it. So I hadn't opened everything, but I will go do that after I make my breakfast because I'm hungry. Yeah. Wilderness woman, I have no idea what a baby bond is. What is that? Somebody explain. No, I don't need phone books to reach the gas pedal. Although I had a family member that had to do that. Literally, she was 4 foot something, 4 foot 11, and used to drive this giant pickup truck. And at some point, she had mounted a 2x4. She screwed it into her gas pedal so that she could reach it. And yeah, just throwing it out there, I've driven Freightliner, full-size, big Freightliner semi-trucks pulling 53-foot trailers. I could reach the clutch. I could reach the brakes, although didn't always want to. And I could definitely reach the fuel pedal. I could also shift a 10-speed, a 13-speed, an 8-speed. Yeah, shifting. It's fun. Only real men can shift semi-trucks. Right, we the people? That's a joke. I'm sure I triggered somebody. Somebody's triggered. All right, I'm going to throw this up on the screen because this is information you need. And I'm just going to leave it there and let you read it for a minute. You guys can just take it for what it is. That was posted February 1st. It's first. February 1st, 2021 at 11:39 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The data indicates that deaths reported by that stupid shot injury tracking system for the U.S. Centers for Disease Control, the CDC, mostly occurred within 48 hours after receiving your favorite shot. I wonder how many deaths have occurred after receiving the anal swab. Any? Does anybody know if that's a thing? I did share this link last night when I was over at the Angry Truth channel moderating. Somebody had asked me to find it. I typed the phrase that they had typed into DuckDuckGo, and this was one of the first links that popped up. I clicked it. I didn't read much of it. I just clicked it and was like, huh, that's interesting, and I threw it up on the chat over there. So a total of 9,845 adverse events, possible linked to the CV vax made by those idiots, have been recorded by the government system so far. That's just the ones that are being reported. How many people are not reporting, adverse reactions? How many of these supposed deaths here have been not linked to this, so they were reported as something else? Oh, you got this shot. Suddenly you're really sick with, I don't know, pneumonia, and you drop dead. What killed you then? Pneumonia, right? But if you didn't get the shot and the exact same event happens, what killed you? The virus. So, yeah. This is just, it's getting out of control with this thing. Don't take it. Just don't take it. If your job tells you that you have to take it, you didn't need that job anyway. File for unemployment. I mean, it might take you a while to get it, but hey, just wait for universal basic income to come out. You don't need that job. Who needs jobs anymore? Let's go work at McDonald's for $15 an hour. Spit in people's food. I don't know. Do whatever. I agree, Pat. Population control. The Georgia Guidestones are a real thing. I've been doing more research on it. There are some rumors of who put it up there, but it basically says that we should limit the population of the planet to a certain number, which is a whole lot less than what it is now. A whole lot less. I believe it's under 1 million people. Mary Jane Green, in case you have not heard the news, the anal swab is a CV test that was put out by China to test to see if you have been infected with the virus. And it is exactly what it sounds, an anal swab. They take a Q-tip about this diameter and they shove it up your rear end just to make sure they're getting it all. And then they yank it back out as hard as they can to test to see if you have the virus. 500 million, is that what they're? I thought it was less than a million, but anyway, Georgia Guidestones, look that thing up. Somebody is going to, they really want to do it. They want to control the population. They want to kill off most of the population. Let's just put it like it is. There's already certain countries where you have to have permission to have children. How long until we see that in the U.S.? You have to have a license to have a child. And there are some people that I can agree with that. There are certain people that should just not be allowed to procreate. And these are the people that leave babies in dumpsters. I mean, these people, there should be some kind of, I don't know. It wouldn't be free to do so, but maybe just put cameras by all the dumpsters. So when you see one of these idiots doing that, you can save the kid and drop the person who left the kid in the dumpster into the dumpster and lock them in it and just leave them there for trash day. But yeah, plant-based homestead prepper. Man, Roderick, I haven't seen you in forever. How's it going? Everybody, go check out Plant-Based Homestead Prepper. That's a name to say. Not quite as bad as Cat Lady Prepper 23 Meow, but hey. I missed you, my friend. How's it been? I haven't come and checked out your channel in a while because I haven't been watching YouTube for quite a while. So I apologize for not being around, but you should come over for a live stream. I will make a time for you, just for you, Roderick. Come on over. Buck fighting, I'm not even going there. Just keep in mind when they're trying to anal swab you, it's that big. They're shoving it that big. Prepper Nation, John, what is wrong with my Shaggy? I'm calling you out, John. Roderick, send me a text, man. We will set it up for whenever you want. Just let me know. It's just not Friday night. Or this Saturday night, for that matter. So, yeah. Scooby-Doo didn't have a beard. His buddy Shaggy had the goatee thing that hung down to here. Scooby-Doo was the dog, man. I'm not the dog. Good morning, Shorty. How's it going? Independent Marine. All right, I got one more thing to show you. This comes at the suggestion of Mojo Man. Thank you, Mojo Man. I did see that, so I'm going to throw this up here. This comes from prepper.com. I am not affiliated with this website or know anything about it. I just found this article, How to Avoid Prepper's Fatigue. Prepper fatigue. So this is a real condition, and I'll read just the first paragraph here so you can get the hint. It's easy to get overwhelmed reading the never-ending news articles about all the terrible things happening around the world, from natural disasters, man-made catastrophes, and bad news. It just keeps coming at a furious pace. And for those of us who live a preparedness lifestyle, that's interesting. It often feels like no matter what we do, it is never enough. I'm here to tell you that is correct. It's never enough. It could never possibly be enough. Now, I'm not trying to discourage you whatsoever, but it couldn't ever be enough because you could not store a lifetime worth of food. In the event that, grid down happens, SHTF full blown, you have to fend for yourself for the rest of your life. You are going to have to produce your own food. There is no avoiding it. There is no way around it. You can stockpile 30-year food supply if you are very rich. Let's just throw that out there. If you're very rich, you can get all these mountain house meals and all these freeze-dried things that'll last 30 years. People live longer than 30 years. Just saying. Anyway, This can often lead to some people becoming paralyzed with doubt and indecision when faced with conflicting choices. The state of mind is sometimes referred to as prepper's fatigue, and it happens when people become overwhelmed by the multitude of ever-present threats, coupled with the abundance of complicated and often impractical preparedness advice that can be found just about everywhere. So yeah, prepper.com, check that article out, and I will talk a little more about prepper fatigue. Prepper fatigue is easy to get around. If you are feeling it, I feel it quite often actually. It's like, oh man, I forgot I got to do this. Oh man, I should get more of this. Oh, I don't have enough ammunition. Because I don't. Yeah, just for anybody who wants to know, I don't have enough ammunition. I don't have enough. It's just, yeah. Anybody wants to donate? Go for it. Anyway, prepper fatigue. It's simple to get around it, but it requires willpower. If you have enough willpower, you just push past it. You just push past it. Now, when it's talking about all the information flooding you, stop watching mainstream media. Stop listening to mainstream media's propaganda on your TV, on your radio, and even the commercials that they pop up on YouTube channels. Stop listening to it. Just when that commercial pops up and you want to watch this YouTube video, hit the mute button. Don't listen to it. Don't read it. Just wait for it to pass. Unmute. If you have to, rewind a little bit to catch the beginning of the video you're watching, rewind. Buck Fiden, how much ammo do I need? All of it. Just all of it. I mean, just, yeah, that's it right there. All of it. Prepper Nation, the next GNN report will be Monday morning. I will have it out there then. There's no way I could make those videos every single day. It took about 4 hours to get that video made. And this live stream took me about 36 minutes so far. We'll say about 38 minutes for the 2 minutes it took me to hit the button to get it online. Yeah, that's it. But prepper fatigue, I really can't see the psychological aspect of it and how it could affect people with all this information that's flooding in. Just ignore mainstream media. Don't get caught up on what ifs, and just keep in mind that something's going to happen sooner or later. Be ready for it. And the simplest way you can be ready for it is just to buy a little bit extra every time you go to the store. An extra couple of cans to put away, an extra bag of rice to put away. If you are getting bigger quantities, 50-pound bags of rice, things like this, and you are really pushing to try to get a year's supply of food, I have the video up of the math. The math is for 3,200 calories for one single person for 1 year's supply of food. You need 22 buckets of rice or 750 pounds. The exact same for beans. You need 22 buckets of beans, about 750 pounds. That is going to last one person 1 year, giving them 3,200 calories per day for that rice and those beans. That's a year's supply for one person, 22 buckets. It's a lot, right? And that could be very overwhelming to a lot of people. But you're not trying to buy 22 buckets today. Don't do that. I mean, unless you're rich, and if you're rich enough, have somebody else do it for you. But if you're not rich, try to get 1 bucket a week. 22 weeks isn't a long time to get a year's supply of food. You still have 22 weeks. We can do this. Calm down. Calm down. Pay attention to what you need, one step at a time, 1 foot in front of the other. Don't go out trying to get, as much as you can, as fast as you can. That's how toilet paper shortages happen. This is what we don't do. This is why we're preppers. And yes, Grim needs a new chair. Yeah, there we go. All right, there's the chair. This is for you, John. That's for the Scooby-Doo comment. Anyway, I got completely distracted. What was I saying? I was saying something about food. Trying not to get overwhelmed, taking it one step at a time. You don't need to go out and buy 22 buckets of beans today and 22 buckets of rice tomorrow. And yeah, beans and rice are your first staples that you start with. Canned food. You need canned food. And how I do canned food is I pick one thing from canned food, such as beef stew. 1 can of beef stew 1 day a week. That's 1 meal a week. You need 52 cans of beef stew. You have a year. The next day, pick something different. 7 days a week, pick 7 different cans. 1 can for a meal, because you can make a meal out of 1 can. You can have a can of soup, a can of stew, a can of whatever. Whatever you eat, 1 can. That's 1 meal for 1 day. You add 52 of those cans. That's 1 meal, 1 day, every week of the year. You have 7 different cans. You stack 52 of those. That's a year's supply of food for 1 person. That's a lot of cans. That really is. But if you're not looking at the big picture when it comes to how many cans you really need, and look at getting just those 1 or 2 extra cans per week, you will be surprised at how fast that builds up. I agree, deplorable prepper. Not everybody needs 3,200 calories, but you also have to think in an off-grid, grid down SHTF scenario. Even if you're not doing a lot of extra work, you're going to be on high alert in these types of situations. And studies have proven that when people are on high alert, they are burning more calories, even if they're sitting still. 3,200 calories is the highest point there. And that's for a military man, a military-aged man that is doing activities. In a grid down situation, it's very likely that you will have to do things. You will not just be able to sit on your couch waiting for whatever, whatever. You're going to have to be more active in those types of situations. So you're going to need more calories. And if you are storing 3,200 calories, then if you're not eating 3,200 calories, you have a surplus. So in the event that somebody happens by hey, I'm a doctor, I need a place to stay. Oh, we have extra. Come on in. Hope it's not Dr. Kevorkian. Anybody remember that guy? Just throwing that out there. My phone is really vibrating a lot. Just like a lot. Yeah, interesting. Apparently, Bear Independent has gone live. Just in case anybody was wondering. So what are we talking about now? Anybody got anything interesting to say? Put it in all caps so I can see it. I am not good at reading chat, especially with these glasses on that need to be cleaned. There's like a fingerprint right here. It's driving me insane, but I'm not going to bother cleaning it right now. Yep, add rice to that can of beef stew now feeds 2 people. We, the people prepping, you are correct. And that is why we store rice, because it is a good filler. It adds the starch you need in your diet. Starch turns into sugar. Sugar turns into fat. You need it. You checked your text once and got hate mail for 3 days? Well, hey, I'm just going to sit here and watch Bear Independent on my phone. We'll just load up Bear. We'll see how much hate mail I get. Bear's not talking. He's just looking.
Good morning, everybody. It's Bear.
Oh, he's not live anymore. I know you're bearindependent.com.
The 12th.
I got a letter. It's gonna be in my Monday video, my Monday GNN report. I got a threatening letter in the mail. It referred to Brokeback Mountain and Double Dead Coffee and Gremlins. I'm going to have it featured on my GNN Monday morning report. Yeah, I always play by different rules. Prepper Nation, you know that by now. People want to send me hate mail and send me all this stuff. I'll sit here and play on my phone the whole time. I'll download Candy Crush and just sit here and play it. I've seen the commercials for Candy Crush. It looks rather annoying, but I will sit here and play Candy Crush on this phone for the next hour if somebody wants to complain about me being on my phone. I get important notifications, and thank you to the person that was testing my Cash App yesterday. I have Cash App now on the descriptions right under the PayPal Cash App. It says for everybody who hates PayPal, that's the link for Cash App. I believe the URL is the $ Grim Survival 1, because apparently somebody had Grim Survival already. Probably that website that I'm not affiliated with that sells those ridiculous little cards that I wouldn't use. Just saying. Just saying. John, I did like that K-Bar Spork you were showing. I did order one for, it was $6. I was like, it's only $6. I hate sporks, but I got it because I know somebody else who could use it. What I have is Toke's titanium fork and spoon I keep in my bug out bag. It has a little attachment thing that slips onto the back and turns them into a pair of tongs. They're made out of titanium, so they're incredibly light and durable. And yeah, Toke's titanium fork and spoon tongs combo. Because tongs, who doesn't need tongs when you're out in the woods? Just, yeah, if you don't have tongs when you're out in the woods, you are not a culinary expert. Neither am I, but still. But Prepper Nation, man, if you carry a sidearm, that belt is not for anybody who carries a sidearm. You cannot use a paracord belt and hold up a G19 on your hip. It'll fall. You'll lose it. It'll fall out in the middle of the Walmart and everybody will be looking at you. Somebody will tackle you. I mean, just don't. Yeah. When you say Tokes, you're thinking Hutch. I'm going to pull it up here. Where's my Amazon? I'm pulling it up on the other screen. There we go. I know that's probably loud with me clicking over there. Probably very loud. Yep, there it is. That's my tongs set. I'm going to get a link for it. I'm going to copy the link. I'm going to post the link in the script or in the chat. That's the link to the one I use. It is not $6. Just so you know, it's a little more expensive than $6. It's $20, people, but it's worth it to me at least because I don't like sporks. I like having a fork and a spoon because I'm one of those thumb or pinky up coffee drinkers. You know, you got to put the pinky up like a Bear Independent does. And yes, Hutch, it does say Tokes on it. You should check it out. You would like it just for that reason. Well, I can't see around the camera. There was things behind it. Candy crushing, searching Amazon Live. I cough and people jump on you for that. John, you know what I say to people like that? I say, watch while I sit here and type a full book on my clicky keyboard right next to my microphone. Can you guys hear that? That's my keyboard. I will sit here and type the whole time. I don't mind annoying people. If people get annoyed by what I do, they are more than welcome to get the hell out of my channel and not let the door hit them on the way out. That's, I mean, yeah, bye. See ya. You're triggering me, John. I'm getting triggered. I'm not triggered. I need more coffee, though. Oh. Yeah, I annoy a lot of people. People call me arrogant. To that, I just say you don't know me very well. I've always been arrogant. It's not a new thing. People have called me a lot of things. People have outright attacked my religious beliefs. Some people have attacked my family in the comments. Let's see. What else have they attacked? So this one guy keeps attacking my thing here. Hey, John, if you think it's bad when I when I check text, watch this. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, I'm like in the middle of a live stream and people are listening. I'm going to put you on speakerphone. Would that be fine? You want me to put you on speakerphone? I will.
You can if you want to. If you're on a live stream, I have nothing exciting to add to the conversation.
Oh, I'm putting you. You're now live. Everybody can hear you.
So is that? So what topic are we discussing?
We're talking about how people get annoyed while a certain channel checks his texts on live streams. So I figured it would be funny to just answer the phone in the middle of a live stream and start having a conversation with you.
So who is the one checking their texts on their live stream?
That would be John from Prepper Nation.
And are the texts relevant to the show?
No, not at all. Neither is this conversation.
Does he at least share the text with his audience?
I don't believe he shares the text, no.
Well, that's kind of anticlimactic. So I watched your video yesterday.
Which one?
The one on socialism and why it was good for you.
Yeah, the morning news video. Yeah, did you like that?
Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah?
I kind of like the pitch of it. So where do I sign up?
Where do you sign up for socialism? Oh, you got to just quit your job. Quit your job, file for unemployment, and wait for your UBI, Universal Basic Income, to show up.
And when is that supposed to show up?
Oh, sooner or later. Ask Biden.
Is that before or after I go to the re-education camp?
I think you have to go to the re-education camp first.
Oh.
Oh?
Well, that's not going to fit with my schedule because I have to work. So, I have to quit my job first. Got it.
You have to quit your job, then go to the re-education camp, then you get your unemployment and your universal basic income. And somewhere during the re-education camp, you're going to have to take the shot after you get the anal swab.
Oh. In that order?
No, I think you get the anal swab and then you take the shot.
Oh. Excellent.
Yeah, it is excellent. You're going to love it.
But unfortunately, I didn't finish the gun control part of it. That's as far as I got was when you switched to gun control.
Oh. Well, you need to watch the rest of it. Why are you only watching half of my videos? That's kind of rude.
Well, at least you got a view out of it.
No, I didn't. I got half of you. That doesn't count.
Do they count half of views?
Yes. As a matter of fact, the analytics does count watch time per video. I mean, my average watch time is 12 to 13 minutes for my 17-minute videos.
Cool. So I shortened your curve?
Yeah, probably. You are hurting my channel here, man, with you not watching my videos to full length. And besides, you would have loved the ending.
Why? What happened at the end?
Well, I'm not telling you. You have to go watch it.
But,
Did you remember I'm still live streaming? There's people commenting about you in the chat.
Oh, what are they saying?
Oh, they're just laughing a bit. They're saying we should do call-in shows. Then I'd have to give people my phone number. I'm not posting my phone number in the chat.
Well, what I have for my business is you can sign up for, I forget the name of the company, but basically they give you a business number with voicemail. You can even do one of those push 1 for this, push 2 for that kind of setups on it.
Push 1 to talk to Grim. Push 1 to get connected to John over at Brokeback Mountain. Prepper Nation saying, my name is Grim. Let me live stream and talk about anal swabs. That's what Prepper Nation just said.
Oh. So the more you mention anal swabs, you get more donations, or?
No, I think I get less donations when I mention anal swabs, actually.
So what was the relevance of the anal swabs? Is this actually a thing?
It is actually a thing. It came out of China, and China is shoving an anal swab the size of a plunger up there to check to see if you have the virus.
With or without lube?
I don't know. Anybody know if they're using lube? Or are they just, plunging it without the lube? Does anybody know? I'm really not sure on that one. I don't have all the answers, man. You're going to have to do your own research. Are you still there? Did you get distracted? Oh, okay. Yeah.
So what is the purpose of these anal swabs?
To check and see if you have the virus.
I thought they had nose tests and stuff for that.
Well, they do, but Chinese like to be different.
When they stick it to you, they really stick it to you.
Yep, the Chinese really stick it to you. I mean,
yeah, and that's part of the socialism package.
Yes, that is part of the socialism package. First, you quit your job, then you go to the re-education camp, then you get anal swabbed, then you get your shot. Then you get your UBI, your Universal Basic Income check. Socialism at its best.
So moving away from the subject of anal swabs, have you seen any of the impeachment trial?
No, I haven't been watching it because it's really just ridiculous and pointless. How about you?
Well, I watched a little bit of it, and the only thing I saw was them going over the footage for the riot stuff, and some of it was kind of funny. They're like, here's a senator running down an empty hallway in fear of their life, but they don't show anything really happening on the video. And then one of the things I thought was interesting was they were complaining the cops were complaining that they were saying they were using munitions on them, right?
Yeah.
So when I hear that, it makes me think that they're like shooting live firearms at them. But in the context of the video, they were complaining because they were getting bear maced.
They were getting maced with bear spray? Really?
Yes. So the protesters were macing them with bear spray, bear mace. So, yeah, I get that it would suck to be maced, but isn't that what they would do to them?
No, because if you look at when they broke into the Capitol building, they were actually using live rounds and put some woman down that was an Air Force veteran and right in the back of her head.
So they're complaining because the protesters were using mace and they were using live ammunition, and that wasn't fair somehow. Well,
they were using tear gas at first and mace at first, but at some point they started threatening to just shoot everybody. And apparently they did at least one person just to prove their point, more than likely.
I just thought it was an interesting argument because, they use that sort of stuff all the time. And they say it's the more humane, less lethal way of using force. But when it's used on them, it's like a huge life-altering occurrence.
Yeah. It's assaulting an officer. All officers can assault you, but if you assault them back, that's jail time.
I saw, those videos where they're recording cops doing shady stuff all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And they're posting them on YouTube. I saw this one where they were not accosting, but they were giving this older guy crap, and he was getting a little defensive. The guy looked like maybe he was in his mid-50s, right? But he was really skinny, didn't look like he had,
he wasn't a threat.
Attributes. Right. So he's like, oh, so you're getting mad. You want to hit me? He's like, the cop's like, go ahead, take your best shot. And the guy's like, no, that would be, stupid. And the cop keeps pressuring him. So like the guy gives into the pressure and does this lame, reaches up to the cop's face, really no power to it at all. And as soon as the guy moved his arm, the cop slammed him to the ground.
Yep. Of course. Have you seen the video of the 9-year-old that got pepper sprayed by them for doing absolutely nothing?
I did. And what I found, I saw the first part and I saw a little bit to the second part. What was interesting was, right, the kid was running away. The cop was trying to get a hold, and the mother, stepmother, whoever it was, right, she's just freaking out, threatening people, doing all sorts of stuff. And the cop's like, oh, you're not helping, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And she was being worse than the kid.
Yeah, so they maced the kid just to prove a point to the parent. This is what we're going to do to you if you don't shut up, right?
Basically.
Because that's how they operate. So how's work going? You're still live, by the way, just so you know. There's currently 139 people watching. Or listening in your case.
Oh.
Should I do live calls from now on, everyone? Should I just, take calls from random people? Let's see. Hutch, you can call next. We'll just do a call-in stream. I know there's a few of you out there that actually have this phone number. I know there is. Hutch is one of them. Grayman has the number. Where's Jason? We'll get a Angry Prepper to call and just cuss at everybody because you can't see him, so it'll just be random. Humble Lion, good morning. Do you have anything else interesting to add to the stream? Oh, everybody's asking who is on the phone. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm just the random guy that calls on his work breaks.
He's the random guy that calls on my work breaks. Yep, I'm just leaving it at that. I'm not going to explain any farther than that. I found him up on Brokeback Mountain one day. We'll throw that out there.
What? Where the hell is Brokeback Mountain?
It was a movie.
Oh, so I was in a movie?
Apparently.
Where are my royalty checks?
They're up on that mountain.
But you can't even tell me where the mountain is.
I have no idea what the mountain is, to be honest. Is it even a real mountain is the question. Does anybody know?
This is worse than waiting for my invitation for the re-education camp.
How is it worse than that?
Because empty promises.
What are empty about the re-education camp promises?
Well, they promised I'd be going, and I haven't gone yet.
Well, why do you want to go?
Why do I want it?
Yeah, why do you want to go to the re-education camp?
I think it would be better than my day job.
That could be, yeah.
More interesting.
Do you want to tell the audience what you do for a living? Because this will be awesome.
I work for the government.
He does. He really does.
Oh, the G-Man's pulling in. Gotta go.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. I'll talk to you later. Well, no, he works for the government. Of course he's not too bright. He really does work for the government, but yeah, we're not going there. Anyway, that's a very old friend of mine that I've known for absolutely ever. I would trust him with my credit cards, my debit cards, my bank account information, and my children. So we'll just throw that out there. And yeah, we have some rather entertaining conversations from time to time. I should try to get him on a live stream. I've tried before. He's declined. So random call-ins is probably the best we're going to get. Yep, John, I agree. We're all going to be working for the government in 10 years. Yeah, by 2030, we're actually 9 years. 9 years now. By 2030, that's when it's coming. I do not worship coffee. Coffee worships me. But I will recommend coffee. I will recommend Double Dead coffee. And just in case nobody has known, Gray Man Prepping, or Prepper, is it Prepper? Prepping. Yeah, Gray Man Prepping, I get it confused sometimes, sent me this big brick that, yeah, you could probably smack somebody in the head with this thing. This is a solid brick of coffee. This is, what is it? 10 ounces of ground coffee. I haven't tried it yet, but I'll get there. I will get there. I'm going to try it. Just set it there. There we go. We'll display it. It's not displayed very well. But yeah. John, I'm told you know about that coffee. This coffee. I'm told you know about. What do you know about that coffee? Yeah, Prepper Nation, We the People sent me 2 bags of that coffee. He sent me the ground Double Dead coffee, but I got the Double Dead whole bean. Yeah, there it is, whole bean. And I grind it myself, which We the People, in case you're still in here and you don't know this, when you grind it yourself, it's even stronger. I had a clip on this thing. Now I've lost the clip. I need to go shove it back in the freezer. I keep coffee beans in the freezer to keep them fresh. Coffee beans have oil in them, and if you keep it frozen, it stays fresh just like the day you got it, and doesn't dry out all the oils in the coffee. So there you are, We the People. Jim S., I don't know why you find that amusing at all. I don't know at all why you find that amusing. I don't find that too amusing, honestly. No. Check your 6 coffee? I've never heard of that. Hutch? I've never heard of that. Is that a real thing? So Prepper Nation said this coffee, the yellow brick back here, is smooth as a baby's bottom, son. And that's what he knows about that. I think that was the wrong phrase to use with how the context of this entire stream has been for probably the last 20 minutes or so. Just throwing that out there. Huh. I'm getting texts. Oh, yeah. I'm just going to keep checking messages, answering phone calls while I'm sitting here. $13 a bag, that's not bad. Depends on the size of the bag. Prepper Nation, you can get Double Dead off of Amazon. I'll send you the link. You want the link, Prepper Nation? I'll send it to you. On Amazon, they sell either ground or whole bean. They sell, I bought the 2-pound bag. They have, I think it's the 12-ounce bags. They also have a 5-pound bag, and I got 2 pounds. So, yeah, prices vary. I've never tried Death Wish coffee. That's what I've never tried. And I was going to try Death Wish coffee, but then I was told Double Dead is stronger. So who needs Death Wish when you have Double Dead? I wonder if Double Dead actually was, making fun of Death Wish when they made the name of that coffee. Because the company is called Raven's Brew, I believe. Raven's Brew? Yeah, Raven's Brew Coffee, Inc. And they have a website, ravensbrewcoffee.com. Death Wish is weak? Well, okay, I won't try it then. Unless somebody sends it to me, then I'd probably try it just because, but I don't know. Who should I believe there? Combat Bacon or Prepper Nation? Combat Bacon says Death Wish is weak. Prepper Nation says Death Wish is great. I'm not sure who to believe now. Maybe I should start a poll. Death Wish versus Double Dead. John, you should start the poll. We'll just see who votes for what. That would be interesting. It's trash day, and here comes the trash truck. This is going to be loud. But yeah, I'm over an hour anyway, so throw something up in all caps for me to read besides what Gray Man just did. Run your double dead through an espresso maker, give it an extra punch. Gray Man, I can't afford an espresso maker. I have a French press, and let me tell you, just leave it in there for about 30 minutes before you drink it if you want an extra punch. I've never heard of Grim Reaper coffee. There's too many coffee companies that are talking about death and dead. It kind of makes me wonder what they're putting in my coffee. That's why I like whole bean coffee, because it's coffee beans. Of course, you can still spray it and soak it with stuff, but you can't grind, I don't know, white powder and dump it in the bag and mix it all up and make somebody not notice it. Yeah, that's just one extra reason there. Devil Mountain Coffee? What is with all these weird names for coffee? They sell an espresso maker for $12. Does it work? James Thomas, Grim does have merch. I do. And just for that, I'm doing a commercial. Where's this other link here? I got to go to my Teespring. That means I got to type, which is loud. I hope it's logged in and I don't have to do that, because that's going to, yeah, good. It's logged in. Let's see. Listings. Yeah, it's that button. I have to hit my listings. My name is broadcast all over this thing. How do I get rid of that? Go away, name. I don't want, yeah. Anyway, let's see. What was the last thing I made on here? Oh, that one's cool. I forgot about that one. There's that one. Let's see. Well, I got to do it this way. I'm going to put it up on the screen in a minute. Give me a second here. I forgot to open in new tabs. And that one. I'm going to show you 3. I got to adjust it because I don't want you to have that particular email. It gets like 100 emails a day as it is. Yeah, here we go. Add to stream. There we go. There's the Gremlin shirt. There's Gremlin wall tapestries like the ones I hang behind me, all in this listing. The shirts come in all different sizes. I'm not sure I like the hoodies that have the thing right in the middle. I'm thinking about making one that has the smaller one, kind of like I have here on the zipper version, because I like that better personally. That's the one I'm wearing, actually. except for this is the original Grim Survival logo. Let's see. I made this one too. That is a shirt. And it's also a sticker. That's the die cut sticker. Yeah, Grim has merch. There's a mug. There's a wall tapestry like the one behind me that has that on there. And if you notice, the O in the R is the Gremlin logo, which is just cool that I decided to do because I'm me and why not? And let's see, one more. I have that one because it was needed. Get it? There's two of them. Anyway, I have lots of merch. There's a lot more than just that on my Teespring. A lot more. Yeah, I think I will make some of the pullover hoodies with the smaller one on the side instead of the giant thing right in the middle. I'm also going to make one with just the logo for that logo that doesn't say Grimlins Unite on it, because I'd like that better too. But yeah, I have merch, lots of it. I also have 3 different donate links. I also have the link for Grindstone Ministries as the first link in all of my videos. I encourage everybody to check out Grindstone Ministries. They are a group of people run by Bear Independent that helps children that have been victims of child sex trafficking. They rehabilitate and help them. They also find these people that are doing this, and they do what they do to those people. So we'll just put that there and leave it like that. A big logo on the back of the zipper hoodie. I don't know. If you want one, I could do that. Yeah, the zipper hoodie with the smaller logo is exactly like this one. And I do have one that has the Gremlin logo that's behind me, but it says Gremlins Unite exactly like this thing does, Gremlins, and you're not going to see Unite because it's under me at this point, behind the chair. And yeah, the more I move the chair, the more it makes those kinds of sounds. But yeah, I could put out different hoodies and things under the same listings. It would still show under the exact same listing with the big logo on the original shirt. But when you go into it farther, you can see all of them. So I can do the big logo, the small logo. I could throw one on the back. I could throw it on the front. I could put my middle finger on something, you know, whatever. I should just cartoon my face. Somebody cartoon my face. I'll make a shirt out of it. Chocolate covered espresso beans. That sounds interesting. I ran out of M&Ms the other day. I'm disappointed. I like M&Ms. They are kosher, by the way. I looked it up before I got M&Ms. All right, I've been running this stream far too long. I've had weird people calling my phone. I keep checking my text messages. Oh, here we go. Ha! That's funny. There's some competition between certain channels on YouTube, and they like to stream over top of other people streaming. And yeah, that's just funny. It really is. Not that I care. I really just don't. But that's funny. You know you've hit the big time when you're really ticking off other prepping channels. And technically, this is a survival channel. Technically. I mean, I have done survival videos. I do talk about survival stuff. Like, I don't know, the 25 Bic lighters is a survival item. Could be considered a prepping item, a barter item. I consider it a survival item. But yeah, I'm hungry. It's time to go cook, brunch at this point. Brunch is a thing now because of these live streams. Brunch. I've never had brunch. Well, I probably have. I'm calling it breakfast. I'm eating breakfast like really late. That's what I'm going to do. Happens to you twice a week, people streaming over you? Yeah, well. Prepper Nation, in case you didn't hear, Jason at the Angry Prepper wants to put together something kind of like you were doing on Tuesdays, but he wants to put it together more extensively and run a lot longer. Prepper clubbing, where he said, I think somewhere around 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. and just channels back to back. And a lot of people have already agreed to it. I was one of them. I'm not sure which day he wants to throw it out there, but hey, we're going to get it done. Probably, because if Jason wants to get it done, Jason's going to get it done. That's one thing you can definitely say about the guy. When he puts his mind to something, get out of his way. Just throwing that out there. So yeah, I'm definitely all for that, as long as we're not doing it on Friday night. That's my stipulation. I won't do it on Friday night. Friday night, which is tonight, for all of you who do not know, I keep the Hebrew calendar Sabbath, which starts Friday evening at sundown, runs to Saturday evening at sundown. That is my 24 hours off. I do still have, I did post my morning premiere last week, seemed to work out okay. Because every Saturday I have a Bible reading that I pre-record and it goes online, and I posted it last week on the 9:30 time slot as a premiere, and I will just keep doing that. So I have premieres or a video up 7 days a week, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Additionally, I do a live stream every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's usually about an hour after Alaska Prepper goes off and about 2 hours before Prepper Nurse 1 goes on. So I just kind of split the gap there and threw myself in there because I'm just as big as they are. Alaska Prepper made me a mod the other day. I was making jokes in his stream that I needed to be a mod just to bypass that chat timer he has, because you have to wait 45 seconds in between each time you can talk, and it was driving me nuts because so many people were talking to me in the stream. I was like, man, I need a wrench just to get around this timer. And sure enough, I got a wrench. So that was awesome. Anyway, I am shutting up now. I'm hungry. I gotta go. Depresso, that feeling you get when you run out of coffee. Foggy Mountain Man, cheers. Thank you for that comment. I hope everyone has a very blessed day. Don't do anything I would do. Shalom, and I'll see you next time.